worked out perfectly. Even the lyrics are brilliant.
I know. I like digging holes and putting things inside them, which is exactly what John has been doing in this marvellous garden that we're in today. So we do have John and Mavis here, who are from this particular garden, which you will be able to see on the Secret Gardens and Hidden Treasures map, I suppose.
And what you need to do is go to the Max Radio Facebook page, where we are live currently, and see when you do the tour of Port Erin if you can work out which is the garden.
Oh, very good.
A little bit cryptic.
And we're going to let Tanya, who understands gardens considerably more than we do, have a conversation with John in a moment. But before we do that, John, when did you actually start putting this garden together?
Well, we moved here from Peel, where we had a nice garden. So it was a blank canvas, so we just sort of started from there, and like it says on the gate, trial and error, and we've had plenty of errors, I can assure you. But yes, we enjoy our gardening, and we look for colour 12 months of the year, which we usually manage to obtain, apart from when we had the beast from the east. That was a challenge a few years ago, that wasn't it? Yeah.
So John, I'm really intrigued. Is this something that you've always loved doing? Is it a skill that's been passed down, or something that you've just learnt along the way?
Well, I lived in Castletown to start off with. My father was keen on gardening, and then we moved to Ballasalla, we were keen. So it's sort of grown up with us. We are both very, very keen on it, both of us are. And I used to grow a lot of chrysanthemums, and that took me interest. So it's a part-time hobby that we really enjoy, but it's not too expensive either, if you're careful. And the likes of most of the stuff in here are from cuttings, and we grow them up every year. So it's a good hobby, and it's reasonably priced.
He says he has grown chrysanthemums in the past. He's been very humble about it, because he's actually won awards, hasn't he, Mavis?
He has. At one time he won 11 trophies. Yes, he did, didn't he?
Do you know the secret of a good chrysanthemum, Tanya?
I don't, but I'm waiting to find out.
Well, to grow chrysanthemums for an exhibition like the boys do at the Southern Chrysanthemum Show, which is in November, which you must see because they're impressive, they grow them for 12 months. And they've got 1 week to get them perfect. Wow. And they are perfect, and that is real dedication. I don't do it now. I got the easy part now, and that's judging them. So that's so easy, you know. You can just say, "Well, that's not perfect," and you think, I wish I could grow them like that again.
So you're basically a retired gardener. This is more fun gardening.
Yeah, this is more fun gardening. No pressure on this.
So when people are here in a couple of weeks, what is your most prized area of the garden? Where do you hope that people will go and see something, get inspiration?
Well, I think when they grow a garden, they want to come around and see what does well locally if they're planting their own garden from scratch. You see on Gardener's Quest, garden, what should I grow, etc. The best way is to go around these gardens, see what's on there, ask people about them, and they'll give you a good idea what does locally. The likes of Chelsea, you know, where you've got thousands of pounds spent on doing magnificent gardens. We just can't afford that, so we just have to make the best of plants we've got, reasonably priced plants, and a bit of patience and lots of trial and error.
You have a lot of plants here in the garden that you ordinarily wouldn't find in a garden centre here on the Isle of Man. What are your top tips for getting a hold of some of these plants?
Every plant in the garden here is available in the Isle of Man.
Is it?
Yes. All these beautiful plants here, they're all from a local nursery. Well, I got the original plant from large nursery, and then you take cuttings and grow them up, and they're all locally sourced plants.
Spill your secret. Which do you know what? We've got plenty of time for secrets yet. We are only standing in the front garden currently. This is Late Lunch, live from a very secret location. The conversation between John and Tanya ongoing at the moment. If you head over to the Max Radio Facebook page, we're going to be live throughout this short break. And the song which is coming up next, which is actually another anthem for somebody, Christy, and this is Jane's song. It is Fever by Peggy Lee coming up just after this.